Good morning and happy new year. It is Monday, January the 3rd, 2022, and we are back for our very first meeting for this year, Anchor Your Week. We are excited to get this year started. 2021 was an incredible year, and we just believe that 2022 is going to be even more incredible. So thank you to those that have hopped on this morning and that are live with us on Zoom. And if you're watching this as a recording on YouTube or listening to it on the podcast, make sure you leave a comment. Let us know that you watched the video. And this morning we were going to continue, or really rather finish, our Back to Basics series. Hannah just purchased a new home right before the end of the year, so she doesn't have internet set up. I know we've been waiting to hear from her to help us stay organized throughout this year, but I figured I would fill in and we would just get our year off started off with a bang. And so I wanted to share some things that I've been personally doing in the last week that have set me up for a really successful first quarter for this year. And you're going to hear me talk about this throughout the year when you come to the office, which we just closed on last week. We're excited to welcome you to the office, but you're going to hear me talk about this throughout the year, whether on the office or whether on the Zoom call, whatever. We've got to be in our CRM. And so if you know what a CRM is, go ahead and comment that below. If you don't, I'm going to tell you in just a second. CRM is a client relationship manager. Client relationship manager. We have a CRM at our brokerage. Now, you are not required to use it at all. You're not being charged for it whatsoever. But this is a tool that Anchor is choosing to give to you to help you run your business efficiently. And so last week, as I was preparing to launch 2022 for my own personal business, I've got some different goals, some different business plans for my personal business, as I really can't be out in the field as much as I was, or as much as I have been. And so I need to lean on a system to help me stay organized, especially as we continue to grow with the agents. We're up to 37 agents now. And so if we will start off today, January 3rd, the third day of a brand new year, a brand new book. This is the first chapter. You have 31 pages in this month, in this chapter. So the choice is going to ultimately fall on, what do you want included in this chapter of your book 2022? And for me personally, as I was reflecting last year, a couple days ago, a week ago, I realized that I need to really put some boundaries and some guardrails around my business. And I've used a CRM in the past. I was very efficient with it. I used it almost every single day. It helped me stay organized, and I really grew my business at a rapid rate. And then I found myself launching Anchor, not being in the CRM as much, and just really kind of flying by the seat of my pants, or flying by night. And I saw what my business did when I wasn't staying organized, when I wasn't staying in touch with my clients, and when I didn't know when the last time I've even spoken with somebody. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. One of the things that I've talked about last year, and I vouched rather, that I didn't need a CRM because I was using Facebook and social media to be some sort of CRM. And so I'd always be adamant about adding any clients that I've had previous closings or any kind of real estate conversations with. I was very adamant about adding them, making sure that they were on my Facebook friends list if they had a Facebook. But then there were those that I came into that, well, they didn't have a Facebook. So how am I going to stay top of mind to them? How am I going to remind them, hey, I was your real estate agent when you asked me to help you buy the house? But if I'm not touching them, if I'm not staying in contact with them and being in their life, how are they going to remember me? Especially if there was some kind of hiccup in their transaction that may or may not have been my fault. And so, I really desire to help you focus this year, that we start not tomorrow, not next week, but we start today, where you are choosing to invest time into your business and working your CRM. So here, I told you I was going to, elaborate on what caused me to get back into my CRM. And I think it was Friday or Thursday morning. I think it was Thursday morning. I sent out a group text. It was Friday because the 31st was Saturday. So I sent out a group text through my CRM. I had 555 people that are in my sphere that I've either closed with, or that know that I'm in real estate, or have been in my life at some point, that I wanted to make sure that I was staying top of mind. So I sent out 555 texts through Sync, through our CRM. And I simply said, hey, or good morning. I want to be one of the first people to wish you a happy new year, praying many blessings over whatever you desire to achieve in 2022. And I think I put something in there about, if you have any real estate needs, I'd love to be top of mind. Okay. So that went out. And within 5 to 10 minutes, I started having these responses. My phone started going off because these people that received it took time and sent back, hey, Cody, we're actually not looking to move, but we see all the success that you're having. We see the growth of Anchor. You are top of mind. We're going to send anybody that we know your way. Okay. So that was Thursday or Friday, whatever the day of the 30th was. The following day was when we launched the video of Experience the Anchor Difference. Okay, so that's not something that you necessarily could do. It's not related to the CRM, but it's still content that you could equally put out for you or your own business, right? And so between those 2 days, the synergy and the amount of people and conversations that I've had within the last week have been incredible. I did 2 listing, I guess 2 comps for 2 previous clients, right? So they both purchased with me. They're like, hey, we're thinking about selling this year. Most of them, one of them was 4 years ago. One of them was a year and a half ago. They're already considering selling. Okay. So those are 2 listings. Guess what? They're going to have to buy. So that's 4 transactions just within those 2 people. And then I've had referrals from out of state clients. I've had personal referrals from business that I've done before. Where did it start? What is the cause of it? The cause is I chose to take a moment and invest it in my CRM. And so then yesterday morning, I got up at 5 o'clock because Joseph doesn't have an alarm clock that lets him sleep past 5:30 in the morning. And I was in my CRM again, putting in my past clients, putting in anybody that I've had a conversation with about real estate, putting in agents that may have expressed interest in joining Anchor. And so what is the purpose of the CRM? It is a relationship manager, but it keeps you organized. It keeps you focused. It tells you when you need to follow up with Audrey and check in with her. It tells you when the last time you spoke with Corbin. And if it's been longer than a few months, I probably should just drop a text and say, hey, Corbin, hadn't seen you in a while. Love seeing your stuff on Facebook. Would love to get together for lunch or a round of golf. Right. So the CRM, it allows you to focus on your business. It takes all of the thoughts of, oh my gosh, did I follow up with Audrey? Did I send Brian that text? Did I do this? Did I do that? It eliminates that. And so when it eliminates the chaos in your thought life and in your mind of what you have to do and who you have to follow up with, all of a sudden you're experiencing peace in your business and you're experiencing peace of mind. And when you experience peace in your business and you experience peace in your mind, now you're going to be more effective. You're going to be more effective. I've already noticed it in the last week that I've started to use it again. And so you may be listening to this and saying, well, Cody, I don't know how to use our CRM, or maybe you're not with Anchor and you're listening and you're a business owner and you say, well, what is a CRM? There are plenty of CRMs out there. All you have to do is Google, CRM for your type of business. The CRM that we've chosen for our brokerage is Sync, and it's been an incredible platform for us. But that doesn't have to be the end all be all for you or your business. Now, if you say, well, I don't know how to use Sync and I need training, great. So there's two things that you could do starting today. The first one for you, if you're an Anchor agent, you need to be going to your Sync platform, northgeorgiahomesearcher.com, log in with your credentials, and then you'll land into the dashboard. The top right corner has the help button that will literally take you through, walking through how to use the Sync platform. The second option is going to be, you're going to come into the office, you're going to sit down, and myself, Brian, or Chris will walk you through how to use the platform effectively. We have lots of videos on YouTube of how we've went through before with the Sync specialist, but the answer is at your fingertips. You can go on there and you can learn yourself. You don't need to wait for me or Brian or Chris to teach you how to use Sync. It's there. They've already created all of the videos. They've created all the content for you. They have scripts on there for you. They have all of these resources that doesn't cost you anything. I am covering it out of my own money. So why would you not use the CRM? And so what I want to do is I want to issue a challenge. What I would like to see, if you are willing to enter the challenge, is I want you to be in the CRM. I want you to be in Sync for 30 days. And I want you to track your metrics for your business. Now, what does that look like? And we'll have some clarity on this after we finish the call. But what would your business look like for you to be in your CRM, for you to be in Sync for 30 days straight? Meaning you're actively adding your clients in your sphere into Sync. You're setting reminders to touch people and to reach out to people and have conversations with people. And then you're also actively looking to add new leads to your Sync platform, whether that's social media advertising, having conversations in Walmart or Kroger, or you're starting an ad campaign on your social media. Whatever that looks like, what would that look like for your business 30 days from now? That if you created a system from 9 to 11, I am in my CRM every single morning. I'm going to send my emails. I'm going to send all of my text messages through my CRM. There, we have video messaging that's available to the whole brokerage through Sync, that you can send videos to your clients. You can put them on automated drip campaigns and make sure that they're being touched at least 12 times a year with the holidays. So that's the challenge. Are you going to commit to 30 days of a CRM? If you don't use Sync, you don't have to use Sync. Go find your own. If you don't feel comfortable with Sync, go find one that works for you. But commit to yourself, to your business, and to your clients that I'm going to be in my CRM for 30 days. And I guarantee that you will experience growth. You will have conversations with people that you haven't had conversations before. You are going to strike up organically leads, listing and selling or purchase leads, buying leads. And you're also going to be able to connect with the people in your sphere at a deeper level when you are consistent and conscious about touching them and staying top of mind. There are over 100,000 real estate agents in the state of Georgia. 100,000, over 100,000 of them. What are you doing that's going to be different from all of those other agents? That's the whole key. What makes me different? What makes Cody Chembars? What makes Anchor Real Estate Advisors? What makes us different. We have to give them a reason. We have to give them something to say, you know what? Cody is different. There's nobody else that I would rather use for my real estate transactions than Cody. Why? I've got to do something different. I've got to be different than those other 100,000 plus agents in the state of Georgia, because I desire to make a difference for our clients. I desire to make a difference for our agents, and I've got to be able to express that. I've got to be able to communicate that, and I've got to stay top of mind. So if you're in for the challenge, comment I'm in, or 30 days to success, whatever you want to call it. But let me know if you're in. Let me know if you're going to commit to yourself that you're going to be in your CRM or a CRM, whatever that looks like. But I promise you will set up a system for success. Any conversations that you have need to go in sync. You've got a name and an email from somebody, they need to go in sync. You get a sign call from a listing, they need to go in sync, right? All of that, they need to go into your CRM. All of those encounters need to be documented, because as the year progresses, you're going to be overwhelmed with the amount of people that are going to reach out to you, because you're going to be doing something different this year. You're not going into the pattern that you followed in 2021. You are taking the step to say, I am going to be the best real estate agent, the best realtor that I can be for my clients. So I trust that you're going to join with me. I'm already committing to it. I've got to get into the CRM today, actually. So I'll be doing that after this video. I've got to make some phone calls because I set reminders, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen in my business, and got some big goals this year personally and for the brokerage. And I'm excited to see how they play out, just because I've added a level of organization to my business. So thank you for being here this morning. This will be up on the podcast and the YouTube channel by the end of the day. And I'm excited for 2022. We'll see you soon next week. Have a great day.